Have you ever touched a scarf so soft it felt like a cloud, only to find out it wasn't wool or cashmere, but something even rarer? Where we explore the beauty of alpaca fiber, one of the world's most luxurious and eco-friendly materials. What makes it so special? Let's find out. High in the Andes Mountains, alpacas have long been part of daily life, culture, and survival. With over 80% of the world's alpacas living in Peru, this country is the global leader in alpaca fiber, a material once reserved for Inca royalty and now prized by luxury brands worldwide. Alpacas are part of the South American camelid family. They are raised not for meat or labor, but for their incredibly soft fleece. For centuries, indigenous communities have woven this fiber into clothing and blankets, passing down the craft through generations. Today, alpaca fiber is more than just a luxury material. It's a symbol of sustainability, heritage, and harmony with nature. Every strand carries the story of the mountains, of people who care for their animals with deep respect, and of a tradition that continues to inspire the world. Unlike hooves, alpacas have soft, padded feet, protecting the land. Their grazing is delicate too. They eat grass without pulling up roots. This makes them ideal for sustainable farming, now expanding to the US, Australia, New Zealand, and Europe. At farms like Null Farm, alpacas are treated like family. Every part of their care, from feeding to breeding, is done with love. A stress-free alpaca grows better fleece, supporting both local families and the global fiber industry. Alpacas eat just 1.5 to 2 kilograms of hay and grasses per day. They digest efficiently, which helps them stay healthy and grow smooth, high-quality fleece with very little input. At about 2 years old, alpacas start reproducing. After 11 months, one baby, called a cria, is born. Within an hour, it's up and walking. Each cria represents the future of even finer fiber through careful genetic selection. Once a year in spring, alpacas are gently sheared. Skilled hands make the process quick and stress-free, helping the animals stay cool in summer. This ancient tradition transforms fleece into the beginning of luxury. The fleece is then hand-sorted by softness, length, cleanliness, and color. In the US, fiber is also graded by micron size. The smaller, the softer. Fine fleece becomes high-end clothing, while thicker grades are used for rugs or insulation. Fleece is opened, washed, carded, and combed before spinning into yarn. Though no machines are built just for alpaca, existing technology has been adapted to match its unique texture. Each strand is tailored to market needs. Woven alpaca becomes coats, scarves, and blankets. Knitted fiber turns into soft sweaters, gloves, and hats. Alpaca contains no lanolin, making it hypoallergenic and perfect for sensitive skin. This is luxury with a purpose. As the fashion world shifts towards sustainability, alpaca fiber offers a beautiful solution. It's biodegradable, ethical, and supports rural communities. At Null Farm, every strand tells a story of nature, compassion, and harmony. So next time you wrap yourself in something soft and warm, pause and consider. It may have come from the high Andes, from an alpaca raised with love. It's more than just fabric. It's a piece of the mountain, a breath of wind, a story of care and sustainability. Have you ever worn alpaca, or would you like to? Let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear your thoughts. The peacock, often admired for its iridescent feathers and majestic presence, is far more than a decorative symbol of beauty. Known scientifically as the peafowl, this bird is now the center of a fast-growing ornamental bird industry, providing not only aesthetic value, but also significant income for farmers around the world. From private farms to eco-resorts, peacocks are turning into profitable assets in places like the United States, China, Thailand, and parts of Europe. And as demand rises, the peafowl farming industry continues to expand, offering opportunities to those who are willing to invest the time and care it requires. In countries like India, where the Indian blue peafowl is native, trade in this species is restricted due to conservation laws. However, in nations like the US and China, peacock farming is flourishing. In the US, a juvenile peacock typically sells for $200 to $500, while fully grown adults can fetch prices as high as $2,000. Rare varieties such as white or multicolored peafowl are even more valuable, with pairs being sold for up to $10,000. In China, large-scale farms located in provinces like Yunnan and Guangxi export thousands of birds annually, generating hundreds of millions of dollars in revenue. Peafowl are not only sold live, but also used in ecotourism, hired out for luxury events, and harvested for their feathers, which are highly sought after in crafts, fashion, and decoration. There are three primary types of peafowl commonly bred for farming. Indian blue peafowl, known for its striking deep blue neck and shimmering tail feathers. Spalding peafowl, a hybrid between the Indian and green peafowl. This variety is larger and displays a mix of features. White or multicolored peafowl. These are genetic mutations that lack pigment or show mixed coloring and are especially prized by collectors. Each breed has unique characteristics that cater to different markets, whether for display, breeding, or commercial purposes. Peacocks thrive best in tropical or subtropical climates, though they can adapt to other regions with proper care. Their enclosures should be spacious, with a height of at least 2.5 to 3 meters to prevent escape and encourage natural behaviors. Trees and ground cover are essential, as peafowl love to perch at elevated vantage points and forage on the ground. They are social animals that prefer to live in small groups and are highly alert to their surroundings. When threatened, they let out loud warning calls to alert the flock. Peafowl are omnivores, and their diet needs to be diverse and balanced to ensure healthy growth and vibrant feather development. A typical adult peacock consumes around 200 to 300 grams of food per day. Their diet may include grains, rice, corn, millet, beans, vegetables, water spinach, cabbage, carrots, protein, crickets, worms, grasshoppers, fish meal, supplements, pelleted feeds, essential vitamins, and minerals. During the breeding season, protein intake should be increased to enhance fertility and improve egg viability. The peafowl breeding season usually runs from March to August, depending on local climate conditions. During this time, male peacocks put on spectacular courtship displays, fanning out their iridescent tail feathers in a shimmering arc while shaking them and emitting high-pitched calls to attract mates. Females choose mates based on several traits, including tail length, vibrancy of colors, and the number of eye spots in the tail feathers. A single male can mate with multiple females in one season, ensuring a high fertilization rate. After mating, the female finds a secluded nesting site and lays 20 to 30 eggs, though under optimal care, this number can go up to 40. Eggs are typically creamy white or off-white and are larger than chicken eggs. Naturally incubated eggs have a 60 to 70% hatch rate, but with the use of incubators set at 37.5 degrees Celsius and 55 to 60% humidity, the rate can improve to 80–85%. Newborn chicks are covered in light brown and yellow down, resembling baby chickens, but with longer legs. Within 3 to 4 months, young males begin developing their characteristic blue feathers, and by 2 years, they reach full adult size. Females, on the other hand, retain more subdued brownish-gray plumage to blend in with natural surroundings. Beyond selling live birds, peafowl farms can tap into several alternative income sources. Feathers. Each feather can be sold for $5 to $20, depending on quality and size. Event rentals. Farms offer peacocks for weddings, exhibitions, or photo shoots, with rental fees ranging from $300 to $1,000 per event. Tourism attractions. Many ecotourism parks keep peacocks to attract visitors, earning thousands of dollars annually from entry fees and guided tours. Peacock farming, while profitable, comes with responsibilities. Knowledge. Understanding breeding patterns, disease prevention, and behavior is crucial. Initial investment. Quality breeding stock and proper enclosures require significant startup costs. Legal regulations. Some countries restrict trade in certain species for conservation reasons. Climate adaptation. Protection from cold or overly dry climates is necessary in non-tropical regions. Peacock farming blends the charm of nature with the promise of profit. It's a business that requires patience, attention to detail, and a genuine interest in animal care. For those who are passionate about birds and prepared to learn the craft, the rewards can be substantial, both financially and emotionally. So, what do you think? Would you consider starting your own peacock farm? Cows and helicopters? It sounds absurd until you realize it's happening daily across some of the most advanced cattle ranches on Earth. From Australia to the American West, ranchers swap horses for helicopters, chasing efficiency without sacrificing control. This isn't a joke. This is agriculture 2.0, faster, smarter, and more high-tech than ever before. And it's changing everything we thought we knew about raising livestock. Over 1.5 billion cows walk this planet right now. They're not just walking steaks. They're vital components of a global system that feeds billions and drives entire economies. But raising animals this large at this scale, that takes more than hay and fences. It takes machines, math, and meticulous planning. So how do you feed tens of thousands of cattle, move them across miles of land, keep them clean, healthy, and eventually transform them into food that's safe and ready for the world? Let's find out. Herding cattle used to mean sunburnt cowboys on horses, whistling and shouting for hours to get hundreds of animals moving. Today, a skilled helicopter pilot can do the same job in a fraction of the time. Flying low over vast pastures, the pilot gently nudges the herd forward. From the air, it's easy to spot stragglers, detect early signs of injury or illness, and even respond to emergencies. And in rough terrain where roads don't exist, helicopters can lift cattle and fly them to safer grass-rich fields with clean water and shelter. It's not just efficient, it's elegant. No panic, no pushing, just quiet guidance from above. Feeding thousands of cows by hand is impossible in today's megafarms. That's why modern agriculture has turned to robotics and automation. Enter the TMR mixer, a machine that blends hay, silage, grains, and supplements into a perfectly balanced cattle meal. Once the mix is ready, robotic feeding vehicles glide down the feeding lanes inside the barns, dropping exact portions at exact times. Some even have sensors that detect how much feed is left in each trough. If a cow hasn't eaten enough, the robot comes back and tops it up. Every cow gets what it needs, no more, no less. The result? Better digestion, healthier animals, and almost zero waste. Let's talk about methane. Yes, cow farts. One cow can emit over 100 kilograms of methane per year, and that's a serious environmental concern. To fight back, farms are now experimenting with methane-reducing feed additives, waste-to-energy systems, and real-time emission tracking. Meanwhile, back in the barns, automated manure scrapers move along the floors day and night, keeping walkways dry and clean. The goal? Healthy cows, clean air, and a planet that can keep supporting them. When it's time for cows to be transported, it's not a chaotic roundup. It's a carefully managed process focused on welfare. Each cow is inspected to ensure it's healthy and strong enough for the journey. Then, instead of straight, narrow paths that trigger stress, cows are guided through curved chutes, designed to mimic natural movement and keep them calm. The transport trucks they board are modern marvels too. They come with ventilation systems, anti-slip floors, soft lighting, and automatic water dispensers, all to reduce stress and ensure a smooth, safe ride. Once at the processing facility, the cows are allowed to rest. This isn't just about meat quality, it's about dignity. Then comes stunning, done with a quick, controlled burst of electricity. It's painless, immediate, and considered one of the most humane methods worldwide. After that, the animal is hoisted, its legs removed, and the hide is pulled off using a specialized machine. Every step is tightly controlled to ensure cleanliness and compliance with food safety standards. The carcass is now inspected. Organs are removed, and if everything meets quality standards, it's blast chilled to 0 to 4 degrees Celsius. This stops bacterial growth, locks in color, and preserves tenderness. Then comes the cutting room. Skilled butchers, some assisted by laser-guided tools, break down the carcass into familiar cuts: tenderloin, brisket, chuck, ribs, flank, and more. Each cut is weighed, labeled with a barcode, and tracked from farm to supermarket. Every package can be traced back to the cow it came from. Now the final journey begins. The meat is vacuum sealed, boxed, and loaded for delivery. Some cuts are ground, pre-seasoned, or even cooked. Others are shipped fresh. From here, they travel to supermarkets, restaurants, and homes around the world. Every slice of steak or burger patty you see in a store has gone through this incredible journey, controlled, optimized, and constantly improving. From helicopters guiding herds to robots mixing feed, modern cattle farming is no longer just tradition, it's innovation. Every step, from pasture to plate, is designed to be faster, cleaner, and more thoughtful than the day before. It's not perfect, but it's evolving. With better care for animals, smarter use of technology, and growing attention to sustainability. And whether you eat meat or not, understanding this journey means respecting the complexity behind every bite.